In a recent TikTok video, an IUL agent claimed that Roth IRAs and 401ks are garbage. Is he right? I'll break it down in today's video. Hey folks, I'm David McKnight, best-selling author of The Power of Zero. Today's video is the second installment in my ongoing Fibs of TikTok series, which seeks to hold rogue IUL agents on social media to account. As a reminder, I'm a big fan of IUL for the right person in the right situation, but when it gets positioned as a silver bullet financial tool, I am forced to set the record straight. Okay, let's meet our TikTok influencer and listen to his opening salvo.
This is why I will never fund a 401k. You could not pay me enough money to put money inside of a 401k or a Roth IRA. Both of those accounts are literally garbage, and I'm about to tell you why right now.
Okay, quite the condemnation of two accounts that have historically served as major cornerstones in the retirement approaches of millions of Americans. Let's see if we can gain some insight into this sweeping indictment.
Let me ask you something right now. How many people do you know that have become wealthy just by saving $500 a month or $6,000 a year? Do you know how hard it is to become rich or to retire without having to downsize just by saving $6,000 a year? With inflation and the fact that most people want to travel the world, have a nice house and everything like that when they retire, it's literally damn near impossible with just saving $6,000 a year, which is the maximum that you're able to contribute into Roth IRA. So there's that huge limitation on it, which just ruins it basically, because you're never going to get to a point where you're going to be able to have wealth. You're just going to have a little nest egg.
All right, the first major criticism against Roth IRAs are contribution limits. Let's check it out and see if his arguments add up. First of all, the Roth IRA has a contribution limit of $6,500 per year if you're younger than age 50, not $6,000 per year. And yes, his video was posted after the first of the year when these increases went into effect. That should be your first sign that what you're about to hear isn't coming from a reliable source. If you're married or will be married at some point between now and when you retire, it gets even better. Between you and your spouse, you can contribute $6,500 each for a total of $13,000, so long as you cumulatively have $13,000 of earned income. By the way, once you both hit age 50, that $13,000 annual contribution limit becomes $15,000. Now, he summarily rejected the 401k as well, but in doing so, he also rejected one of my very favorite accounts, the Roth 401k. Let's take a look at its contribution limits. If you're younger than 50, you can contribute a robust $22,500 per year. And guess what? If you're married, your spouse can also contribute $22,500 per year for a total of $45,000. Throw in a $5,000 match apiece, and we're talking $55,000 of total contributions per year. And if you're over age 50, those limits go up to $30,000 apiece for a total of $60,000 per year. Throw in that same $5,000 match for each of you, and that's a total of $70,000 per year going into your Roth 401k. You heard me right. The full $70,000 can go into your Roth 401k. Why? As of the passage of Secure Act 2.0 earlier this year, that company match can be deposited right into the Roth portion of your 401k. Now, here's the best part. The IRS allows you to contribute to your Roth IRA and your Roth 401k at the very same time. So if you're single and younger than 50, that's $6,500 per year plus $22,500 per year for a total of $29,000. Throw in a $5,000 match, and we're talking $34,000 per year. Double that if you're married, and you're now socking away $68,000 per year tax-free. If you're over age 50, that's $7,500 per year into your Roth IRA plus $30,000 per year into your Roth 401k. Throw in a $5,000 match, and we're talking $42,500 per year. Double that if you're married, and you're now socking away $85,000 per year, 100% tax-free. So all of this, of course, begs the question, could you become wealthy by maxing out your Roth IRA and Roth 401k? Or is traveling the world, as he claims, off the table? Well, let's say you're 30 years old and married, and you want to fully fund both your Roth IRAs and your Roth 401ks through age 65, and you're constrained by the previously mentioned contribution limits. That's $68,000 per year through age 49, including the match, and $85,000 per year from 50 to 65, including the match. Let's forget for the time being that these contribution limits are adjusted to keep up with inflation. And just to make our math easy, let us likewise assume that the match will not adjust for inflation either. Now, let's also assume we can grow that money at 8% net of fees over time. Not unreasonable given a 60-40 stock bond allocation. Given this level of contributions, how much will you have accumulated? By age 65, according to my math, you'd have $3,118,137 by age 50. Then we increase the contribution to $75,000 plus $10,000 match thereafter. And by the time this couple reaches age 65, they'll have accumulated $13,153,456. Now, granted, $13 million 35 years from now is not the same as $13 million today, but I think if you had that kind of a nest egg, you could probably venture out of your house and go on a vacation or two. Now, again, none of this is saying that the IUL couldn't play a role in helping you build wealth over that time frame, but if your principal thesis is that Roth IRAs and Roth 401ks should be avoided in favor of IUL because of their low contribution limits, then, well, our little math exercise has refuted that claim once and for all. Let's take a look at his next accusation.
No wealthy people have a 401k or a Roth IRA. You do realize that, right? Ask any celebrity, any actor, any singer, any entrepreneur, Bill Gates, Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, not even billionaires, like just regular millionaires like Ed Milet, or even like a Grant Cardone, or like all these other, multi-millionaires that you see on social media. None of them have 401ks or Roth IRAs because they're garbage.
Here he's claiming that no celebrities or entrepreneurs have ever accumulated huge sums of wealth inside their traditional retirement accounts. Well, maybe he's never heard of the story of mega entrepreneur Peter Thiel. There was quite a stir back in 2021 when it was discovered he had accumulated $5 billion inside his Roth IRA. Mitt Romney, a wealthy former entrepreneur himself, scandalized the press when it was revealed during his presidential campaign that he had over $100 million squirreled away in his IRA. Now, you can quibble over whether the means by which they accumulated these types of balances are accessible to the rest of America, but the fact remains that wealthy people, particularly those who own companies that have access to 401ks and other qualified plans, can accumulate large amounts of tax-free wealth. Okay, let's keep going.
This might come to a surprise to you, but you know what they do have? They have cash value life insurance policies. These policies are not meant for when you die, your kids get cut a check. These policies are specifically meant to accrue interest, tax-free with zero market risk. It's the biggest wealth secret that there is.
Okay, here he's implying that these same wealthy celebrities and entrepreneurs have avoided qualified plans as a means of building wealth and have instead built their wealth by contributing to indexed universal life insurance. Now, again, I'm not in any way diminishing the potential value an IUL could play in a balanced, comprehensive approach to building tax-free wealth, but what he's saying here is manifestly untrue. First of all, he doesn't have access to the intimate details of their financial profiles and would have no way of knowing how much of their net worth is wrapped up in the cash value of their life insurance policies. Secondly, the uber wealthy, more often than not, have the lion's share of their wealth invested in the companies they create. A quick survey of the top 10 richest people in the world reveals that all but Bernard Arnault created their wealth through building companies, not by contributing to life insurance policies. Now, they may utilize cash value life insurance to mitigate their significant estate tax bills at death, but that's a different subject for a different day. Okay, let's see how the video ends.
And the reason why common, regular Joes and Janes, regular common people don't know about it is because up until a few years back, you couldn't even get one of these unless you had a minimum net worth of $5 million. But that obviously is not the case anymore, which is why I'm telling you about it.
All right, his final point really strains credulity. The reason you've never heard of cash value life insurance is because up to a few years ago, it was only available to people that had a minimum net worth of $5 million. Once again, this is manifestly untrue and easily falsifiable. Cash value life insurance has been available in the United States to people of all stations of life since the mid to late 1800s. There are no minimum net worth requirements, and it is not the exclusive purview of the wealthy. My own cash value life insurance policy goes back to the year 2000, and I can assure you, I didn't have a net worth anywhere close to $5 million at that point in my life. In conclusion, I'm not here to malign cash value life insurance or the IUL. In fact, I quite like the IUL for the right person in the right situation. It can outperform bonds over time, can reduce the standard deviation of your entire portfolio, and has a death benefit that doubles as long-term care. But it's not the silver bullet panacea that these TikTokers make it out to be. It is merely one of multiple streams of income that can play a role in a balanced, comprehensive approach to tax-free retirement. And yes, that approach should include Roth IRAs and Roth 401ks. And yes, you can get wealthy if you take full advantage of all the tax-free alternatives the IRS makes available to you. Okay, folks, this concludes episode 2 in my ongoing Fibs of TikTok series, where I expose the half-truths, lies, and exaggerations about index universal life insurance. By the way, if you are planning to put out a misleading IUL video of your own, beware, my next video may be about you. If you want to learn more about how cash value life insurance fits into a balanced, comprehensive approach to tax-free retirement, be sure to check out my tax-free toolkit. You can download it for free at taxfreetoolkit.com. If you are a financial professional and want to learn how to become a certified Power of Zero advisor, head on over to powerofzero.com and opt into my free 3-part video series. By the way, if you have any comments or questions, feel free to drop them into the comment section below. I respond to every single one of them personally. And don't forget to click like, subscribe, and the bell so you never miss a video. This is David McKnight. I look forward to seeing you on the next video.